A new community creature for ARK. ARK 2 delayed again? And could that mean one more ARK 1 map? You're right, kids, it's Raasclark, and welcome to your regular ARK community news. Before we begin, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, share around, and let's get into it. So, the community crunch hit us again with another surprising announcement from Wildcard. That's right, they are running another community creature submission vote. As said by the devs, they're excited to announce they're running another popular community contest again, where you can submit your own dino ideas, with a link on their forums on where to post it and when to post it by January the 23rd. With a few guidelines on exactly what to submit, but most notably, it has to be a real world or extinct prehistoric creature. Currently, right now, there is already 6 pages of submissions doing the rounds, with many being voted out there in the wild. With the current leading creatures being the giant bison by Nakatus, Gorgonops by Scanova, and a goat by Neddy the Noodle. Interestingly enough, 2 of those creatures already appeared on a top 10 poll we ran, I think almost like 2 years ago now, and it'll be interesting to see if any of those make it to the final vote. Worth noting, any of the abilities posted with those submissions may not make it to the final cut, just simply the creature and a resemblance of what it might actually look like, if judging by the previous community creature submissions we've had before. Which, yes, if you don't know, we've already had before. The first community creature was the Dinopithecus, followed by the Desmodus for Lost Island and Fjorda sequentially. Worth noting on top, creatures that came close to being first still got handpicked by Wildcard to be included with that map, such as the Cinemacrops for Lost Island and the Carcharodontosaurus that we most recently got. Originally meant to be the very last creature we were going to get for ARK 1. At least we were led to believe, with ARK 2 appearing this year and Fjorda meant to be the last map. But with another community voted creature, it does beg the wonder, if the last 2 times we've had these votes, we've had maps, are we going to get a new map with a new community voted creature? An absolute guess, I must stress, just putting those links together to think, well, if we got those before, maybe we're going to get those again. And, well, looking ahead of what's to come with ARK 2, it possibly couldn't be out of the question. As of yet, details have been very, very thin on ARK 2, leading me to assume that we're not going to see this until next year now, especially with the rise of the survival of the fittest. But quite recently, doing the round started by GP, I believe, was on the Steam page for ARK 2, a new date was given, simply called Coming Soon, leading everyone to speculate that that's it, ARK 2 is 100% delayed again. Well, it doesn't exactly seem to be the case, and a big thanks to Syntac who pointed this out to me. Steam dropped a blog post late last year going through a bunch of Steamworks development events whereby they were changing how games coming soon would be displayed, and a perfect example was made by Steam, saying if a game releasing in June 2023 has a custom text string input, if the developer takes no action, then as of January the 1st at 0 Pacific time, the store will default the display to the generic coming soon. Meaning this coming soon change could mean absolutely nothing, and it's simply just Steam updating it themselves. Nevertheless, I still do have a feeling we're not going to see ARK 2, definitely not by June this year. Perhaps right at the tail end of the year, but quite possibly pushed into next year. It just seems very odd we haven't seen anything really concrete gameplay wise or so forth, and we're in the year it's meant to be released. I think everybody should be prepared for a further delay. And if that's the case, perhaps they are entertaining one more map to drop with ARK 1. Lest we forget, it seems we're going to get an Unreal Engine 5 upgrade to ARK 1 alone, meaning they're going to want to showcase this for at least 6 to 12 months. Bit of a shame we didn't see anything brand new about this weekend. Like, what you're doing, devs, you're teasing us and then not telling us any more than this. What's going on? Hopefully we see more about that next week. And there's a bunch of talented community-created maps out there in the wild, 2 of which, Svartalfheim and TNI Stellar, I've recently played, are absolutely stellar pieces of work, and I wouldn't be surprised if one of those actually made the final cut. Again, though, that is pure speculation. There's no mention of maps. Please do take this as simply a theory. I'm just linking community maps, ARK 2 delay, Unreal Engine 5. I think it's something to certainly entertain. And, well, if you want to post your community creatures yourself, get in now, post away to the forum. I'll leave a link to that in the description. Don't worry too much about the highest voted at the moment being the only finalists to go through to the end. Craig Brown has created a very complex voting system that helps to ensure it's not simply a popularity contest whereby the most voted are the ones that are only seen and then will continue to be voted to make it through to the final. Everything is still to play for. Go through the list, have a look at what you like, what you think are the best, what is your favorite, what you would like to see in ARK. And what's my favorite? I don't know if I want to put that out there. I do think there's obviously a lot of influence to be given to the community, and it's a community-based thing. It's your decision to choose what creature you want to see in ARK. I don't want to encourage or enforce that. No discredit to anyone else that is. Why not? Do everything you can to get your own personal favourite creature in there. And I look forward to seeing the finalists and covering those when we get to that point. But until then, wildcard, you need to tell us what's going on with Unreal Engine 5 on ARK 1. What is happening? Don't tease us with a meme and then don't tell us nothing else after that. People need to know what's happening. When are we going to see this transformation? Is it going to be sooner than expected, as I personally do believe? But either way, life goes on. Sotif is still doing the rounds, being updated as we speak. There's been some recent changes, especially to Gigas and car cars, whereby they now start at tier 1 and you have to level them all the way up to tier 3 now. Look forward to seeing how that's going to play out. And I'm streaming tonight, ARK at the Movies, hosted by the Architects. It's going to be a really cool, colourful event designed by a very talented team of builders, and all for a charitable cause. I hope to see you there. It's gonna be a very fun event. My name is Raasclark. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and as always, peace out.